Everybody. My name is Mike Royal. I'm coming to you live through the Southport Historical Society. I'm going to be talking about a series of programs called the Southport Storytellers. We're going to be bringing these programs to you each month. We're going to shoot for the third Monday of each month at 7 p.m. The first one is going to be one of mine, and it's going to be July 20th, this week coming up. July 20th at 7 p.m., I'll be doing a program or a short story that I wrote about a memory. I call it the Bald Head Moon Landing. And it just so happens July 20th coincides with the anniversary of when Neil Armstrong first walked on the moon. Well, as a 13-year-old, I just happened to be on Bald Head Island during that time period. And Bald Head Island, that's another great story to tell. Many more stories that could be told about Bald Head, but at least in 1969, it was a still undeveloped island, very primitive. So we'll be telling you more about that on July 20th, the anniversary of the moon landing. I happened to, years later, work for a group that was developing Bald Head Island. The name was Carolina Cape Fear Corporation. Several of us local boys ended up working for Carolina Cape Fear Corporation. I did right out of high school. Um, Went in for an interview and found out that I was 17 years old. I was too young to work. I left, and my buddy said, "You should have told him you were 18." I went back 3 days later to Carolina Cape Fear Corporation, met with the same guy, told him I was 18. He said, "You're hired. You're our man." And they sent me over to Bald Head Island to pick roots as they were building the golf course. So, some fun memories of Bald Head Island, but a very special one that I'll tell you that happened in 1969 on a visit to the island. A lot of things converged at one time, and I look forward to sharing that time with you. And I just want to, I have the opportunity to share with you some things about growing up in Southport. They're wonderful memories, and I hope you'll enjoy them. Whether you grew up in Southport or you just got here yesterday, um, I hope you'll love them. I think you will. Um, I want to thank the Southport Historical Society for putting on these programs. And again, as a reminder, the storytelling series will happen each month, the third Monday of each month. And I just happen to come from a family I can remember as a kid, sitting around, the family telling stories. Different members of the family would tell stories. We were a storytelling family. So maybe that's kind of a little bit how I got to love it so much. So tune in with us on July 20th, the anniversary of the moon landing at 7 p.m. And I'll see you then. Take care.